morning. If you could find a place to sit down, we're going to do the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. If you want to stand up for me, I mean, you can not find a place to sit down, but stand up. Thanks. We're ready. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order. Right. Peace. Forward. March.
Now you can find a seat. Welcome. I'm Captain Evans, the Public Information Officer for the Sheriff's Office, and it's my honor to welcome you to this ceremony. We do this twice a year. It's always a big event because we get to recognize those individuals that are either getting promoted or moved or life-saving awards, things like that. So it's a big deal, and we appreciate you showing up. A couple quick things. Bathrooms are behind over here if you need it. And then this is all about the people that are being honored today. So make sure if you're a family member or a friend and you want to take pictures, feel free to move about the room, take the photos. At the end of the whole ceremony, we're going to do some group photos. And then if you want to take pictures with the sheriff, he loves it. So feel free to do that. So, and having said that, like I said, we're going to do some presentations for new deputies, life-saving awards, and then as well as today is kind of special because we've got some retirements that we're going to recognize. So with that, I'd like to introduce the Sheriff, Kevin Schneider.
Thank you, former public information officer. Appreciate that. Well, thanks. I'm really glad to see all the people that are here today. This is amazing, and it's nice to see some of the retirees that showed up that aren't used to things that we do these days. When some of the folks retired, you got your certificate, thanks, bye, get out the door. And so you can see that things have changed. Our facilities have changed. We've come a long way, and we hopefully will continue to go. So before I forget, and this afternoon we will have a dedication of our law enforcement memorial, which is just outside the building, and you're all welcome to come to that as well. So I want to make sure that I don't forget that. That's something that has been in the works for a while, and we did it through public-private partnership and got the money raised and done and contributed to the sheriff's office. So things have changed a little bit since we were living out of the lean-to building across the street. So introduce the command staff. To my immediate right is Chief Deputy Bob Stanton. Chief, what's your name again? Oh yeah, Steve Hoffman. He's also the former sheriff of Marshall County, so Steve brings a lot of stuff with him when he comes. Chief Ken Pilch, Major Mark Moore, and of course you met our former public information officer. So, having said that, it is always an honor for me to get to read the oath of office to new deputies that come along, and hopefully they make a career out of it like we have done. Some of us have been here longer than others, but a lot of us made it a career. And today's day and age, it's not a career anymore, it's just a job. And we hope to change that mentality with the folks that come work for us and make them part of the family and keep them involved. So, having said that, our first honoree is Jacqueline Shives. Jacqueline, come on up. Get ready for your test. Bring your paper with you because you're going to need it. When we do these, we don't make them easy on you when we do the wording on them. So. And any other family members that want to come take a picture, move about the room, it's all about you. So please do that. Okay, please raise your right hand. State your name.
I, Jacqueline Shives,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution
that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution
and government of the United States and of the state of Iowa
and government of the United States and of the state of Iowa
against all enemies, domestic or foreign.
against all enemies, domestic or foreign,
That I will bear true faith, loyalty, and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith, loyalty, and allegiance to the same,
That I will faithfully and diligently discharge and enforce
that I will faithfully and diligently discharge and enforce
the laws of the state of Iowa and the ordinances of the county of Polk.
the laws of the state of Iowa and the ordinances of the county of Polk,
That I will in letter and in spirit
that I will in letter and in spirit
support and obey the policies, procedures governing the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
support and obey the policies and procedures governing the Polk County Sheriff's Office,
That I will not be influenced in the discharge of my duty by fear, favor, reward, or personal prejudice.
that I will not be influenced in the discharge of my duty by fear, favor, reward, or personal prejudice,
That I'll always conduct myself in such a manner
that I will always conduct myself in such a manner
as to reflect credit upon my fellow officers and the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
as to reflect credit upon my fellow officers and the Polk County Sheriff's Office,
And in all acts and doings,
and in all acts and doings,
I will be conscious of the fact that I am in the service of the Polk County Sheriff's Office and my fellow man.
I will be conscious of the fact that I am in service of the Polk County Sheriffs and my fellow men.
Congratulations, Deputy. Welcome. All right. And now we have something that some of you, we never did it before. We always talked about life-saving awards. Never did it, and in the past few years that has changed. So I'm going to turn it over to Chief Hoffman right now, who's going to read about Mike Snook, Sergeant. Mike, come on up and take front and center, and I'll turn it over to Chief Hoffman to read your award.
Good morning. Sergeant Snook, on the evening of September 14th, 2024, you were dispatched to a call of a missing person in the area of Thomas Mitchell Park in Mitchellville who was reported as suicidal. Upon your arrival, you deployed a Polk County Sheriff's Office drone using the night vision camera, located the missing person, directed other law enforcement personnel to the individual. Once the individual was presented to the waiting EMS, CPR was immediately performed. The individual was transported to a hospital, received further treatment, and survived the incident. And we believe because of your actions that this had a positive outcome because of your understanding of the resources available to you, knowing how to deploy those resources, and this person is able to enjoy their family and continue because of the actions that you took. Your quick assessment, immediate response to life-threatening situation exemplifies your devotion to duty and the mission of the Polk County Sheriff's Office. And I would also like to share with the rest of you, in the time that Sergeant Snook has been a sergeant on third watch, he's experienced some incredibly challenging calls. In addition to suicidal behavior, he's had the unfortunate responsibilities of taking command of shooting scenes, homicide scenes, and he exemplifies the leadership in this office, and I'm, for one, very proud to work with you. Congratulations on this life-saving award.
You know, normally we give a ribbon for life-saving award, but when you get 2 or 3 life-saving awards in your career here, we start just giving you the certificate to add to the collection. So congratulations. We're very proud to have Sergeant Snook as one of our team members. So, and now what we're here for is one of the other ones is some of the retirements that we're looking forward to. Well, some people are looking forward to. I don't like to see the people retire. This makes me look a heck of a lot older. So, because I can remember when they started, and most of them worked with me at our previous assignment. The old jail used to be deputies. We didn't have detention officers. And then we kind of transitioned out of that. So, one person that I've worked a lot with throughout my career, Deputy Robin Bartholomew, who's now a detective, who started out working in the jail many years ago. Robin, you get to come up front while I abuse you. So, and my attorney, I see she's here. Good. I'm glad you're back there, man. But Robin's got 32 years of service. And I'd say the sheriff's office was Robin's first love. But that's not true. Robin's first love are horses. Horses and animals. So that's what she's told me she was going to retire. And I said, well, I didn't think she was quite old enough to retire. But she's had a long career here. She's done an excellent job. She's very good and one of our lead, should I say, investigators when it comes to sex abuse. She'll be hard to replace, but I know she's done a good job of mentoring some of the other detectives to follow in her footsteps. So Robin, after 32 years of service, it's going to be hard to see you go. I know you're not used to wearing that uniform, but she was also on mounted patrol with us. And as a lot of us know, when we get older, sometimes our original uniforms don't fit the same. But Robin didn't have that problem. Oh, wait, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I was more nervous about talking, but now I'm more nervous about my pants splitting out. There's two other
So if you
people
notice, we were a
coming
couple
up.
minutes late. We were waiting for the wardrobe malfunction to get
Yeah,
fixed.
that's
so.
me.
Well, would you like to have the microphone in a couple words?
Sure.
There you go.
I'm very honored to be able to be a part of the sheriff's office. I can't believe 32 years has gone by so fast. I want to thank my family and my friends and my coworkers. I guess I feel sometimes I'm closer with my coworkers than I am my family, just because you spend so much time together. And it's bittersweet, but I know that there's a time and season, and the time was 32 years ago, and now's the season to leave. And it's been a great career, and I'm going to miss it. So, thank you. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you. We're doing a photo. Yeah, we have to keep Teresa happy with the photos.
Got one more thing for you to hang on to, Robin.
Oh, and one more thing I was going to offer you, since you're retiring, Robin, and we'll get all the retirees this. We do have an ambassador program here, so those of you guys that are bored and want to come back and volunteer and be involved in some of our volunteer operations, we have an ambassador program, and we'd love to have you. That way we still get to have a little bit of you and all your experience that you have. So thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
The next gentleman, I've known him a long time too, and 27 years of service. Sergeant Bill Matzdorf. Bill, come on up. Bill's been very instrumental, and now I'm expecting, Bill's one of our driving instructors. So I don't know, with Bill's expertise, how we're able to wreck so many cars here at the Sheriff's Office. So it's either going to get better or it's going to get worse, Bill. I don't know. But I think one of Bill's passions is golf. I've watched him on the golf course. If he wasn't I don't even know why he's here. He should be on the PGA because he's that good. And I hope he gets to enjoy it. We'll be seeing him traveling around the country, probably making big money. Just won a big tournament down in, was it Virginia Beach you were at? Or where? Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach. Sorry, wrong beach. But congratulations. And Bill's started in the jail, he's been to patrol, like I say, the driving instructor and a few other things he teaches, as well as in detectives. And now he went back to try and give some guidance to the folks down at the courthouse and decided that he is going to enjoy his retirement. So, Bill, I'm going to turn the mic over to you, and it's all you.
Thank you.
It's a G crowd.
I started in public service back in 1990. So this is going to be an end of an era for me. I started in EMS, volunteering at my local fire department, and I haven't known anything in my adult life outside of public service. So this will be a big change for me, December 27th being my last day. It's kind of bittersweet, but I am looking forward to what's to come, and I got a lot of plans to play golf next year.
We have to wait for Teresa, yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. And the next young lady, and I say young because she is young compared to me, and I was kind of shocked to hear that she was going to retire, but Tina Vanderpool, come on up, Tina. Tina's one of our detention officers, and one of the folks that people go to at the jail for guidance. She has had many hats over there, does a lot of different jobs, and last I knew, you were working classification, doing all kinds of things, and we just
PREA investigator.
PREA investigator. So those of you that don't know what PREA is, it's the Prison Rape Elimination Act, and that has federal implications. So it's up to Tina to keep us out of federal court, and she does a great job of it. And Tina and I worked together in the old jail, and so we might or may not have some pictures of some of the crazy things that happened down there. People getting punched in the eye or something like that, but it's been a good run. I've enjoyed working with Tina for many years. We were on the same shift for a long time, and you'll be missed. So we have an ambassador shirt for the fit you too if you want. So congratulations, and the mic is yours.
Thank you. I'm not much of a public speaker,
You always tell me
so
what to do. Way to go.
the punch in the eye thing's kind of funny though. Back at the old jail, I was changing out this lady, and the door locked behind us, and she came up towards me. I pushed her back, and she punched me right in the eye. I grabbed a hold of her hair and that's the only thing I can get a hold of because she was so much bigger than me, and I'm yelling on the radio. But then after the whole thing was done, I was like, do I have a black eye? Because I was so excited because it was my first fight. So I went to him. I'm like, take a picture in case I get a black eye. I want to take a picture. So anyway, it's kind of a funny story. But thank you for everything. I've enjoyed my 27 years. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. It's going to be hard to leave. We've made so many good friends here. A lot of them have already retired, but I still have a lot here still, and it's going to be really hard to leave. I'm trying to do this right now without tears. So that's all I got to say.
There you go. Wonderful. All right. And last but not least, we have a lady who came to the sheriff's office later in her career and had some life experience and brought some life experience with her to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Detective Kelly Larson. And I had to compliment her on how nice she looked today because Kelly worked narcotics for a long time. And I thought the only thing she owned was blue jeans. So, but she was kind of helped mother us, give us some direction. She also started working in the jail back in the day with us. She was part of the crew down there and saw a few things and helped with the old craziness that went on in the jail. And believe me, when you're booking 40 to 60 to 80 people a day, there's some craziness that goes on down there. So anyway, Kelly, we're going to miss you. It'll be interesting to see what your next path is. I think it's going to have to do with motorcycles and riding around. And her and her husband are motorcycle enthusiasts, and so don't be surprised if you see her. She won't be wearing that dress on the motorcycle, but she will be out there riding around. So I'm going to miss you a lot, and I'm going to give you the microphone so it's your chance to. You've never been shy for saying things to me.
This is true. This is true.
She's put me in my place many times. So okay, we'll let you off the hook.
Thank you.
We got to do a picture for Teresa.
On that. Thank you.
Now, Kelly, don't sit down. We're not done with you yet. Thought I was kidding, didn't you? Lieutenant Galatich, are you here? Okay. Lieutenant, thanks for dressing up. Appreciate it. So, this is what our narcotics unit looks like most of the time, just like regular folks out there on the street. And they are busy. They are constantly at it, night and day. They put in many hours, and I know there's a couple old faces in here that we'd work 80 hours a week but only get paid for 40 and don't dare put in for overtime. And so those days have changed. They get paid overtime, but they're still working 80 hours a week. So Todd, on behalf of the Mine Task Force, which is Mid-Iowa Narcotics Investigators and also many of the enforcement team, I'm going to turn it over to you and present. Thought I was kidding, didn't you?
On behalf of the Mine Task Force, on the DEA, South Central Iowa Attorney's Office, AUSAs, present this for the 16 years of service. With us, your legend, dedication, commitment will be unrivaled. So, appreciate everything. Thank you for everything.
Okay, I'm under strict orders to make sure nobody leaves, that we get you up here for all your photos in the group photo. So if you fail, then I'm going to, get fired by Monique. So, it's got, with Kelly running around in the minivan with her kids on the back, no one's going to think she's a narcotics investigator. So, but it's been a lot of fun. Folks have had a great career here. You leave a legacy here at the Polk County Sheriff's Office. I hope when you leave, you still leave some of your heart here and come back and visit us. And because we couldn't do this job without you. This job was, kind of shaped and mentored by you folks, and will continue to change as the newer generation comes in. So, Captain, I'll give it to you to close, and I'll sit down, and then you're all welcome to come take your photos, do whatever you want to do.
Thanks, Sheriff. Let's give a hand to everybody again. I threw a wrench at the sheriff there. Normally we announce the names differently, but I knew he'd want a chance to abuse you, so that's why we had him up here doing it. So thanks, Sheriff, for that impromptu. Again, there's some refreshments here. We are going to do some group photos, so if we can get everybody to come up here, Monique, the boss, is going to run the show. Once those pictures are done, then everybody else can take the photos that you want. Thanks again for coming, and that's it. Thank you.